An important judicial judgment on XRP settled one of the crypto industry's most contentious debates, whether or not XRP constitutes a security in the eyes of U.S. authorities. This bodes well for retail-facing initiatives. However, the choice wasn't black and white like many other issues in the industry. So, how will the lawsuit affect the crypto space as a whole? If you want to know more, you'll have to read on until the end. If this is something that interests you, I highly recommend watching this brand new video right now. Welcome to our channel, where we discuss the current happenings in the world of XRP and other cryptocurrencies. Ripple Labs, the firm behind the cryptocurrency Ripple XRP, has been the target of a lawsuit by the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, which has become one of the most consequential legal disputes in the history of digital currency. The SEC sued Ripple Labs in 2020 for allegedly selling $1.3 billion in XRP tokens in an unregistered securities offering. The complaint claimed that XRP should be regulated by the Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, like equities and bonds. A big shift occurred in the 3-year legal struggle between Ripple Labs, the blockchain's creator, and the SEC years ago, when Ripple sold its XRP token to institutional investors but not to the general public. A federal judge decided that the token was a security. On the 13th of July, 2023, however, U.S. District Judge Annalisa Torres issued a ruling partially in favor of Ripple. U.S. District Judge Annalisa Torres' primary justification was that institutional investors were more likely to be aware of XRP securities-like traits when being pitched by Ripple at the time, whereas so-called programmatic investors, who buy XRP directly on a crypto exchange, like retail traders, were not as clued in. This outcome might be seen as a victory by both Ripple and the SEC, as it lends weight to their respective arguments in the security versus advertising dispute. The District Court for the Southern District of New York ruled that the selling of XRP on digital asset exchanges did not constitute an offer to sell an investment contract. Since XRP satisfied the Howey test's requirements, the federal judge also decided that it is a security when offered to institutional investors. The SEC Ripple case is significant for the cryptocurrency industry because it may shed light on the legal classification and regulatory position of cryptocurrencies in the eyes of the SEC. A negative precedent for cryptos generally may have been set if the court sided with the SEC, which could have led to more stringent oversight and regulation of the industry. All projects that have held token sales or initial coin offers, ICOs, like Ripple and XRP would be affected. Instead, Ripple's security is only partially effective in creating a standard that will benefit not only XRP but all cryptocurrencies. Is there any hope for Ripple's against the SEC challenge? The Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, can oversee the cryptocurrency industry. Don't miss out on being the first to know what's going on with XRP. Subscribe to our channel and enable push notifications now. There have been growing requests for regulatory clarity in the cryptocurrency market, and the SEC has responded by increasing regulatory pressure on the industry. Some of the largest cryptocurrency exchanges, including Kraken and Bittrex, as well as the cryptocurrency lending platform, NIC, have been subject to enforcement actions by the Commission. Therefore, the SEC has joined forces with other regulatory organizations to launch a case against Alex Mashinsky, the CEO of defunct crypto lender Celsius. The government agency has filed paperwork with the court alleging fraud on 4 charges and a securities violation on 1 count. The complaint alleges that Celsius C.I.L. and its goods constitute securities. The most publicized lawsuit, however, occurred last month when the SEC filed suit against Binance and some of its affiliates, the largest Bitcoin exchange in the world, and Coinbase, the leading cryptocurrency exchange in the United States. Several prominent cryptocurrencies, including the native token BNB, Solana Cardano, Polygon Filecoin, Cosmos Sandbox, Decentralized Algorand XC Infinite, and Cody, are among the many listed by exchanges that the SEC has asserted are unregistered securities. Many of these tokens may no longer be considered securities after the recent judgment in the SEC's complaint against the Ripple platform. Each token's instance may still require clarification in court, nevertheless. As a result of the verdict, several named tokens saw sharp price increases as investors prepared for business as usual. According to Teresa Good again, a former attorney with the SEC Office of the General Counsel and now a partner at law firm Baker Hostetler, this opinion is significant and might alter the landscape of the SEC's enforcement activities. Coinbase and Binance can use this case as precedent for responding to claims that they are engaging in unregistered securities exchange, broker, or clearing agency activities. The tokens are not securities, according to a number of legal experts who pointed out that the federal judge's order may have effectively deemed token sales on retail exchanges to be lawful investment contracts under the law. Despite the fact that the redemption of securities for XRP tokens by entities like hedge funds is legal. The court has ruled against the widely held misconception that Bitcoin tokens constitute securities. According to Pryor, Cashman LLP's Jeffrey Albert, the judge made it clear in a judgment that crypto tokens are not securities. Now let's get down to today's meat and potatoes. Why hasn't Ripple been crowing about its victory over the SEC? Don't miss out on being the first to know what's going on with XRP. Subscribe to our channel and enable push notifications now. Although the recent partial recovery of the cryptocurrency market has been met with jubilation by many industry experts, others have pointed out that the fight for regulatory certainty is far from done. Brown Rednick partner and cryptocurrency entrepreneur Preston Byrne claimed the SEC is examining the verdict and may file an appeal. It is clear that the sweeping summary ruling is not the final word on the subject. According to a recent tweet from Byrne, the company still has to pay out billions of dollars in institutional sales even if Ripple accepts the timing. Some have argued that the summary ruling lacks solid grounding and may not lead to the expected shift in the SEC's treatment of the cryptocurrency business. The SEC will likely stress the elements of the court ruling that support its views on coins and tokens as securities, according to Joe Costa Lucido, chief of law firm Mayer Brown's FinTech Group. Case doesn't provide clarification on other regulatory challenges facing digital assets, Castelluccio underlined. The SEC may solve the judicial system's problem by making it crystal obvious to the public what constitutes a security. Well, who knows? This strategy has been used in a number of recent lawsuits against cryptocurrency exchanges and exchange operators, including Binance, Coinbase, and Gemini. These cases have identified a variety of tokens, including Polygons, Matic, and Algorand Algeo, all of which may one day face the same problems as XRP. A substantial portion of the SEC's contention that XRP was a security was rejected by the court, which relied on the Supreme Court's Howey test. As is the case with the vast majority of exchange-traded instruments, Ripple made no guarantees to anyone who purchased its tokens on the secondary market. This early decision has been interpreted by some as vindication for Coinbase and others who have been accused of listing possible securities, at least in terms of public purchase on their exchanges. However, this could be avoided if enterprises with a public face were not required to register or rethink their operations. That's simply one viewpoint. In order to get off the ground, many successful crypto startups today sell tokens to institutional investors and venture capitalists before they go public. For fear of consequences, they frequently pre-register their efforts with authorities. The SEC argued that the tokens should be considered securities because many companies on its list of potential securities had engaged in similar arrangements. Assuming VCs don't mind buying on the open market, where prices are volatile for everyone, a prison ruling may spell the end of that kind of pre-financing. It's worth noting that the SEC's crypto-related to-do list grows longer every day. Four agencies, including the watchdog, have filed allegations against defunct crypto lender Celsius and its former CEO, Alex Mashinenko. With its charges against exchanges like Nance and FTX, it faced a protracted series of hearings and trials. Despite Judge Shinsky's denials, a trial date is still expected to be established for the Ripple case. Even if the cryptocurrency market as a whole has seen price increases, there are still enough unknowns to give investors pause. Now that we've reached the end of the video, I'd appreciate it if you'd hit the like button if you've enjoyed what you saw. Don't forget to sign up for alerts. See you later, bye.